the first thing I would do if I was you is put this back here on, clip that on. Yeah, I cut myself. All right, guys, so we got a 2014 Nissan Versa. We're gonna change the coils today, specifically cylinder 3 because it's misfiring. Let's go. All right, guys, so the tools you're gonna need for this job is gonna be an 8mm socket, a 10mm socket, a long extension, a short extension. You're gonna need your ratchet, of course, and some needle nose pliers. I have the straight needle nose and the curved, just for those hard to reach places. And then of course your ignition coil. So yeah, let's get started. So just an FYI, if you're looking to diagnose to figure out which coil it is, then you're gonna need a code reader. I used the one at AutoZone. I did the repair right in the parking lot, so I didn't need to borrow a code reader, so I just did it there. But if you're just looking to replace the coil, then these are the only tools you're gonna need. Hope this helps. Let's get started. All right, guys, so once you get your hood up, you want to locate your ignition coils. Mine are right under this intake manifold. There's one you can see sticking out, and then there's 2, 3, and 4, not in that order, but all 4 of them are under here. So the first thing you want to do is take off this cover. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off that screw, which is a 10. All these screws are 10mm to take off this intake cover. So there's one, there is 2, and then right on the left of this nipple on the passenger side, it's gonna be 3. See if I can show you right there. Boom, 3. And then there's gonna be, let's see if I can show you. Move that out of the way. There's number 4. And then here's number 5. And then you got 2 in the middle that are hiding. So let's see. So that's the top one is, let me see. So there's number 6, and then there's one over here. Boom, that's number 7. So altogether there's 7. So remember, there's one in the middle under this nipple, and then there's one in this hole, and then another one in that hole, if you could see. Boom, there it is. So there's 7 altogether. They're all 10mm. So make sure you have a long extension and a short extension so you can get to this one, because the long one's not gonna fit. So I'm gonna go ahead and take all those off, and then we'll deal with all these hoses. Be right back. All right, so I got all 5 off. 1, 2. Here's that little nipple, and then there's number 3, and then there's 4, and then there's number 5. That's off. So now we're gonna look in these little holes right here for 6 and then 7. So I didn't get 6 and 7 yet. That's number 7 right there. So I'm gonna pop those off next. All right, so I got the one that's in this little hole off, and now I'm having a little bit of trouble getting in there. So the best thing you can do is pop this dipstick out, and then clean it off, put it to the side. So now you have more access to get some tools in there and get that last screw that you could see, or bolt, sorry. So I'm gonna do that. I'll be right back. All right, so we got all 7 bolts out, and now you can see it's moving. So now we got to deal with all this wiring and hoses. So we already disconnected this to give us access to that bottom bolt. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop this off with some needle nose pliers. Pop that off. Pop that off. I'm gonna pull this off, and then I'll come back to see where we're at. All right, I'm gonna do it. Give me a minute. All right, so far I disconnected this bad boy. I disconnected these 2. You can see them right there. We're gonna go ahead and disconnect this bad boy. Bam. So that's all out of the way. We're gonna go ahead and disconnect this. Let me get in there. So this is an 8mm. So just get an 8mm with an extension. We're gonna loosen that up, and then that should be able to get all this off. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit that with an 8mm. I'll be right back. All right, so I went ahead and loosened that with an 8mm. We should be able to get this bad boy out. Actually, let's pop this off so when we pull it this way we have no issues. So where's my needle nose? Right there. I'm gonna go right here because it's a little bit easier. Move that back a little bit and then do some wiggling. All right, so after you pop that bad boy off, we're gonna come over here and pop this one off too. I didn't think we were gonna need to, but we are. So let's go ahead and pop that tube off too, and this should free up. So it did free up, but we missed one more, which is back there. So this is the one that wouldn't let it free up, but now we need that one. All right, so once you get those two off, you have one more connector back here. So we're gonna go ahead and pop that off, and I'll be right back. All right, so once you pop off that little connector, I'll show you what it looks like. So, all right, so this is what the connector looks like. It's a little push. You just push it and pull back. And once you do that, it'll free up your intake, and all you wanna do is just lift it up like this. And then that will give you the room you need to work. So, boom. So now you got your 1, 2, 3, and then your fourth one is right here. And then you got all the room you need to work. So I'm gonna prop this up so it's out of my way, and I'll be right back. All right, so now we have room to work on 1, 2, 3. And then if you need to work on 4, come on this side, and there's number 4. But it's not in that order. So all I did was I just used this shirt. Let's see if I can show you right here. The shirt to prop it up so I can have room to work so it's not falling on me. So you can see the shirt right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get cylinder 3. I'll be right back. All right, so the firing order is 1, 2, 3, and then number 4. So my issue, my check engine light is for misfiring number 3. So before I replace it, I'm gonna pop number 4 into number 3. Or matter of fact, I'll probably pop number 2 into number 3. And if the issue moves to number 2, then I know it's that coil. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. First thing we wanna do is disconnect this bad boy. Just push that down, comes out, and then we got I believe that's, let me see, 10 as well. Yep, 10. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop my 10 on. Maybe a little bit shorter extension. Where's my little extension?
I have it here. Where are you? Up there it is. Sorry guys, I filmed this one-handed. So there's number 3. Get a better angle.
Alright, so here's number 3. So we'll switch number 3 to number 2, and we'll go from there. Be right back. Alright, so now we put number 3 into number 2, and we'll go ahead and put everything back together. Well, actually, I'm not gonna put everything back together. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just hook. I'm gonna leave everything loose, but I'm gonna just hook up all the hoses, clear the engine code, turn it on, and then see if the code pops up on number 2, cylinder 2 instead of 3, because then I'll know that that coil is bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'll be right back. All right. All right, so I got everything buttoned up, but I just put the hoses on. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't secure anything except for like that clip, and the one in the back are all the ones because it's electrical, so I had to clip it on. But these I just pushed on, like this I pushed on, this I pushed on. The intake right here is just pushed on, it's not even tight. The only thing I did was the 2 screws that were in each hole I put in just to give it a nice little seal, but all the other screws I didn't put on. So you see, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, clear the code, turn it on, and then see if the code jumps to cylinder 2. And if it is, that'll tell me that the coil's bad. All right, so it worked. So that means when I switched 3 to 2, the check engine light came on, misfire in 2. So that tells me that the coil in that we switched over is bad. So I went ahead and bought the new one. I'm gonna take all this apart again because since it's just barely on, I just did it to test it. So I'm gonna go ahead, take everything apart, put the new coil in, button it all up, and we're good to go. All right, I'll be back. All right, guys, so I put the new coil in, which is coil number 2, because remember, it was in 3, and I switched 3 to 2 to see if the code will pop up in 2. And that tells me that it was this coil. So I went ahead and replaced it, got everything buttoned up. All the clips are on. There's the other one, the 4th one. So all the clips are on. So now we can go ahead and start assembling everything. So the first thing I'm gonna do is lay this bad boy back down. Move this out of the way. So now we can lay it down, move all these hoses. The first thing I would do if I was you is put this back here on, clip that on. Yeah, I cut myself. Clip this bad boy on first, and then you can start going little by little, but that one goes right here, that clip. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on, and then we'll go from there one by one. All right, so we got the connector in the back on. Next thing I would do if I was you is move these out of the way, make sure they're out of the way. And there's one back here, that one right there goes in that little clip. So I would reach back here, put in that little holder, boom, so it can hold it out of your way, and then go over here and put this on first, simply because it's stiff on mine, and I don't want it to break. So if it's stiff on yours like mine, slide that bad boy on, and then we'll come over here, slide this bad boy on, and then we'll move this out of the way, and we'll go ahead and slide that bad boy on right here. Trying to do this one-handed. It's not an easy feat. It's not easy at all. Boom. So give me a minute, I'm gonna put that one on and I'll be right back. All right, so I went ahead and put that one on, which is back there. Next one we're gonna wanna put on is this one. Slide that on, and then we'll slide this one on. And then once you got that on, you can slide this bad boy on. So all you do is just wiggle it in, and it should go right on easily. And then you just turn this this clamp right here, push it up so you can get to it easily right there. So just push that bad boy up into a position that was easy to get to for you. So I'm gonna leave it up top for now. Wiggle it, make sure there's no play. There's a little nub right here, so make sure that the this hose right here is all the way up to that nub. So we got that on, we got this one on. We got that on back there. We got this bad boy on. Now let's put this bad boy on. All right, so now we got all that on. We got to take this off because remember we got to put the screw in. So take that off for now. And all right, so what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna put all the clamps on. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna tighten everything up and then I'll come back so I can show you the screws again. So I'll be back. All right, so I got all my hoses on. 1, 2, got all the clamps good to go. So next thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and angle this to about right there so I can stick a my ratchet and my extension straight in through here, through these 2 hoses, so I can tighten that bad boy up, and if I need to get to it next time, it's easy to get to. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'll be right back. Tighten that bad boy up right there. Next thing, don't forget to connect this. So you can either go over, but I'm gonna go under, just so less resistance. And now we're gonna go ahead and put the screws back on, or the bolts. So here's bolt number 1. Remember that goes right up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these on just hand tight, just to get it started, and then I'll finish with the ratchet. Next one is gonna be down here, which is right there. So see if I can get you in there. Get that bad boy in there. All right, so that one's good. Then we're gonna go ahead and get the one that's under the nipple, which is closest to the passenger side, which is right there. Which is right, where are we at? Right here. See if I can get you in there. All right, so that one's in. Next one is going to be right here. And then the last one for those 5 is right up there, but don't forget the 2 that were in those 2 slots. So let me just get this one in, and then we'll go ahead and move on to that one. All right, good to go. And then remember, you had 2 down here, so one's in this slot and the other one is in that slot. So there's the little nipple, you got that one in, then there's that slot and that slot. So we'll go ahead and see if I can get it in there. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it on camera, so I'm gonna do it off camera. I'll be right back. All right, so I got all 7 hand tight, and I'm gonna go ahead and tighten them up the rest of the way with the ratchet, and I'll be right back. So just for a heads up, for that one right there, you're gonna need the small ratchet, or the small extension, sorry, because you don't have room for the long extension. So keep that in mind for this one on the passenger side, right there. You need the small extension. All right, guys, so I got all 7 bolts nice and tight. Next thing we're gonna do is put this connector back on. All you gotta do is slide it back on. Slide it until you hear that click. Boom. And then pull back a little bit on it. Make sure it's nice and tight. We got that connector on. Next thing we want to do is put our dipstick back in. All right, guys. That's how you replace an ignition coil on a 2014 Nissan Versa 4-cylinder SV. And remember, if I could fix it, you could fix it. I did it in a parking lot of an AutoZone. So you could do it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you subscribe.